monkey business here. This story is totally bananas.
A pair of chimpanzees may soon get a new lease on life thanks to a New York state judge recognizing them as legal persons. In the ruling by the New York Supreme Court, the two chimps, Hercules and Leo, are legally covered by habeas corpus, a law that governs against unfair detention. This means the two chimps, currently being held at Stony Brook University for biomedical research, may have to be set free. The decision came 2 years after the Non-Human Rights Project launched a case to help free the two chimps. The group plans to launch similar legal cases for whales, dolphins, great apes, and elephants.
I think the story is completely fascinating. You guys know I'm a big animal lover. I'm not a fan of animal testing, generally speaking. I know sometimes there are cases where we have to do it with mice, but certainly not for cosmetics and things like that. We know that something like 99% of our genetic makeup is the same as these chimps and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of down with this. You're chomping at the bit. You're chimping at the bit.
I just love the blatant irony of the fact that chimps, these two at least, have more rights than everybody at Gitmo.
Right. We still haven't closed that thing, by the way.
We're not giving actual humans habeas corpus status, but we'll give it to chimps. I'm not sure how to judge that, but I love that that's just staring us all in the face.
Yeah, well, Paul, for the record, these chimps aren't on any terror watch lists. Which
I would not. I don't know. They have those beards.
Yeah, and if you throw a banana peel, that's funny. If you throw a banana peel, it can be quite dangerous.
That could be dangerous. Yeah.
What do you think about this? Is this a slippery? Somebody's going to make the slippery slope argument, right?
Look, they're adorable. I totally get it, but I think it is a little bit a slippery slope. And then are we not going to be allowed to say things like, "Dude went ape shit"? Like now we're not going to be able to say, like where's this all going to lead?
And when they riot, they riot.
They really riot.
The police are dodging poo.
So where do you guys think this goes as far as animal rights in general? So like chimps, I can see the sort of logic there, but then they listed some whales, and do humans have some special thing about us that we should be separate from all these things?
Well,
all these other species?
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, when you see those Ricky Gervais Instagram photos of like the white chick next to the dead giraffe, it's like, yeah, I totally get it, that it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to interfere with how I treat my dog. I mean, because it's a dog.
Your dog is just a dog.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I feel it's a slippery slope. Like, is it going to get to the point where, like, if I have a dog and let's just say, for example, he has a fat bubble that's on him, and if I don't get it fixed, is the vet gonna get me in trouble because I'm not getting it fixed because I'm from Kansas and a dog is an effing dog?
They're
you know
gonna
what
call
I mean?
Puppy Protection Services.
Puppy Protection Services,
Yeah.
like it is kind of a slippery slope. But I do understand it, and I applaud that happens.
It is crazy, but here's my question: is that how did this come about? Like, are these chimps not somebody's property? As your dog is your property.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to get into the I don't want to
all
parse
the
that
legal-
language, but are they not? I mean, why isn't this falling under property law? Why is this going into habeas corpus?
Yeah.
Which is, it just doesn't.
Yeah, well, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know.
I had no idea.
I have no idea. But to your point about judging people with their own animals, there's a guy on my street who walks a little pug, like a 15-pound pug. This thing has a goiter or something, some sort of growth that is literally like half the size of a basketball, like huge. And I always want to say to the guy, I've seen this dog now for months, and it can barely walk, and it's almost dragging this thing. And I always want to say to the guy, like, what's going on here? Are you taking care of that or whatever? But I have no right, obviously, to say that, who knows what he's doing, or...
Will we be able to pay chimps 70% on the dollar?
Yes,
Can we
and
do
that's
that?
why
Does that work?
Yeah.
We can do that?
Chimps get 70%.
And then the Republicans will be for it.
And women get 77. What does that say about us?
Could we?
I mean, like, what's that about, Paul?
You're right. So
it's 77. I'm sorry, I had the wrong number.
So wait, what you're saying is it should be 80 cents for the chimps and 77 cents for the...
I think if we make chimps, if we put them in the same category as human beings, we identify them legally as humans, we'll have slavery again. I know somebody will come along and start selling slave chimps.
Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments right down below.